everybody, this is the weekend. So it is the 2010s, it is low budget Nicolas Cage times. Are you excited? Well, to be fair, The Trust is actually a slight bit better than most of the movies that he'd done during this period of time. Not very good, but it had its moments, and with some small adjustments, it could have been really good. Let's find out more, shall we? This is The Trust. Elijah Wood and Nicolas Cage plays two police officers in Las Vegas. They're not exactly, the top of the food chain. They are not, members of the DEA, or they are not, members who, crack these murder cases or anything like that. They work in the evidence room, essentially, and they come across some odd little knowledge. It turns out that there is a usual grocery store that has a safe inside of it. And they are planning to empty the safe and steal the money. Unfortunately, they're amateurs at this. They have no idea how to do something like this. And Elijah Wood is a little bit of a socially awkward guy, and Nicolas Cage is his usual wacky himself. So are they going to be able to pull this thing off? Are they going to be able to trust each other? Will they be able to coexist? And will they be able to pull this off, or will they kill each other? Will someone else kill them? Or will they be able to get scot-free and move to the Bahamas with all this money? That's what we're going to find out in The Trust. When half of this movie had passed, I was kind of really excited because it had been very funny. It had been this unusual type of comedy that had been, playing around throughout this movie, and it was really refreshing to see. And if you are into this, a weird, wacky Nicolas Cage overacting, you're gonna get actually some of it here, and it's gonna be quite enjoyable and entertaining. And the build-up phase towards the actual break-in phase of this movie was actually really good. It was when the actual heist begins that this movie was starting to suffer from the -1s that was very slowly chopping away the enjoyment I had with this movie. There was I didn't like that. Did you have to do that? And was that really necessary? And my enthusiasm for the thing just, dropped ever so slightly. And then we had this very, very underwhelming ending and flat finish to the whole thing, which was a little bit, I think this should have been a full-out comedy, or a, dark type of a weird comedy that could have been really, really entertaining and amusing. Because we have something special here with Cage in his fantastically enormous mustache and the meek and kind of awkward Elijah Wood. There was something here that you could have done something good with. But they're also trying to do not just a comedy, but also a gritty thriller. Do one of these things, but don't try to do both things at the same time. It's not gonna work. And the thing that I thought worked the best was actually the comedy aspects of the whole thing, and that sort of slowly evaporated the longer this movie went. So this is not a movie I really recommend. There are, occasional things in this movie that really works, especially in the, first half of the movie, but they're just trying to serve two masters at the same time, and I really, really didn't like the ending to this movie. But Cage has done so many movies that has been so much worse than this was, so take that for what it is. The Trust gets 51 points. Nicolas Cage looks as motivated as you can make him during this period of time, and I think Elijah Wood did a pretty good job. The movie has an interesting premise, and the awkward humor that was present, especially during the first half of the movie, was really good. But as I said, it kind of slowly falls off a cliff when we reached half the point of the movie, and it could never quite recover from it. So have you seen The Trust? What do you think about it? Comment below, and I'll see you next time from so-and-so reviewing, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.